Hello, welcome to Dosa with Doctor, where our doctors answer some of your questions while eating their favorite dosa. This is a no judgment zone, and we've kept the questions anonymous so that you can drop in your questions freely. For our very first episode, we have Dr. Surbhi with us, who is a gynecologist for the last 7 years. Okay, so before we begin, which dosa are we having today, and why do you like it?
So today we are having ghee podi masala dosa. I just love it because it has ghee, podi, masala. I think literally everything. So I just love it.
On that note, let's take a bite. I've been trying to control. Great, so we've clearly set the vibe. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. So Dr. Surbhi, we got in a few questions from our community, and I thought it would be great if we could get your thoughts on these questions.
Sure, very excited to answer all the questions.
So starting with the questions, the first question that we have is, I think, something most women have experienced at some point or the other in their lives. It's about fungal infections. So this person has asked, I travel a lot. How do I avoid and control fungal infections?
So fungal infections are very common in warm and moist areas of body like armpits and groin areas. So if you really want to prevent those infections, you should remember these points like, you should wear breathable fabric like cotton. That you should avoid very tight clothes like tight underpants or your jogging pants. You should make sure that they are not very tight. And if you're menstruating, you should make sure that you're changing your pads or tampons very frequently. And you should not be in wet clothes for a very long period of time, like let's say you're swimming and then after that. So you should make sure to change into your dry clothes sooner than later. And if you are a diabetic, yes, you have more chances of getting these fungal infections. So you should keep checking your sugar levels.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think that'll help a lot of women to prevent this. So moving on to the next question, we've got a question which is, why do I feel a burning sensation when the guy uses a condom during sex?
It could be happening because of two reasons. One is that you could be allergic to latex, and secondly, you could be allergic to the spermicidal agents that come with the lubricated condoms. So if you're allergic to latex, you could possibly use non-latex condoms like polyurethane condoms. And if you are allergic to the spermicidal agents, you could use non-lubricated condoms and use a lube that you're not allergic to along with it.
Okay, I did not know about these kind of allergies, and I think it's really important for women to know that there are other options available as well. So moving to the next question, which is actually quite an interesting question, I must add. The question is, why can't many women orgasm during sex?
So orgasms require the mind and the body to be working in a very, very complex way. If there's any issue with either of the factors like the mind or the body, women might face problems experiencing it. So most of us associate orgasms with penetrative intercourse, but actually there might be need for other stimulations, other sensory stimulations like clitoral stimulations. A lot of factors could actually cause troubles with orgasms in women, like physical issues, chronic illnesses, or even mental issues like stress, anxiety, some relationship problems, some conflicts that are unresolved, even a past history of sexual abuse or a trauma that can really have an impact on how women are attaining their orgasms in their present relationships.
I think that was a really useful insight onto orgasms in sex. I think people fail to understand how important communication and understanding your own bodies is during sexual intercourse. So thank you for that. So moving to the next question, which is a little more like girl talk, because I think I've had this conversation with a lot of my friends growing up and even at times now. So the question is, why is my left breast smaller than the right one?
This is a very common question that my patients at Proactive for Her keep asking me about. Having asymmetrical breasts is very, very common and it is very normal. So don't worry about it. The concern and the red flag signs should be when there is any sudden change of size of breasts, or noticing a new lump in your breasts, or maybe a change in the density. Then you must see your gynac and your doctor. But other than that, if it's just naturally asymmetrical breasts, are nothing to worry about.
Yeah, so it's pretty normal to have different shaped boobs, so don't worry about it, guys. But do check it out if you think there might be something of concern. So moving to the next question is, I'm sexually active, can I still get my HPV vaccine?
Yes, absolutely yes. So even if you're sexually active and you've already been exposed to HPV virus previously, there are many subtypes of HPV virus. So the vaccine still gives you protection from all the other subtypes that you've not been exposed to, and these can be the high-risk strains of the virus that can cause cancers. So yes, the US FDA has approved these vaccines, for age groups 9 to 45 years of age very recently. So yes.
Wow, I've learned so much today, and I think you have too. Thanks, Dr. Surbhi, for taking out your time and giving such amazing responses to all the questions that we got in today, and also for creating a no judgment zone here.
Thank you so much. It was great being here and answering all your questions.
So if you liked the video, then hit the like button. Share this with your friends. In case you have questions that you'd like our doctors to answer, there's a link in the description and you can enter your questions there. Subscribe to Proactive for Her for more content like this.